Yo, what's going on, guys? I just thought I'd do a quick video on some hip exercises, okay, for stretching and for strengthening. As I was chatting to a member the other day, he was telling me they have some pain sometimes whenever they're squatting just recently, and I wanted to explain why that is and some different exercises you can help to avoid that. Okay, so usually this reason is because of just a sedentary lifestyle we all have from sitting for too long. We end up getting very tight hips. If you think of your body, think of like two elastic bands, okay? Your muscles are all aligned and joined all the way down the front of the body, all the way down our posterior chain. We're sitting for so long, 60 or 70% of the day, in work, in the car, whatever it is, at home on the sofa. Because we're sitting like this for so long, we start to tighten up here, okay? And the back starts to stretch and we get weaker here. So we get weaker glutes and we get tight hip flexors, okay? This causes us to have a slight pelvic tilt, like so. Makes our bellies look bigger than what they are, makes our bum look bigger than what it is, okay? You probably know this, look in the mirror yourself, okay? Once we are able to stretch here and strengthen the glutes and the posterior chain, this will start to get rid of this pelvic tilt and we will not look as big as what you think you really are, okay? Some people think, oh, I have a big belly, big bum. Really, it's due to this sort of pelvic tilt, okay? So helping us do this, well, help our posture, okay? Will also stop us getting pain in our back. A lot of time, our back pain will come from weak glutes. So you strengthen the glutes, fix the hip flexors, stretch the hip flexors a little bit, better posture, and less chance of getting in pain further on in our life in our back. So some of the exercises we can do for stretching our hip flexors or stretching our hips. First, the easiest way to do this is just sitting in a half lunge position like so. Tilting the pelvis under, so think about doing this with the pelvis tilted under, squeeze the glute hard on this side, get that stretch in the hip flexor there and just lean slightly into it, okay? This is the easiest way. This is called a couch stretch. I'm going to show you why it's called a couch stretch in a second, but this is the easiest way to do the couch stretch, okay? Right here, all right? Now, if that's dead simple, dead easy for you and you're not really feeling that stretch enough, this is why it's called a couch stretch, okay? So you elevate the foot on the couch, like so. Same thing, tilt the pelvis under, get that stretch in the hip flexor, squeezing the bum on this side, and you should feel that stretch as well, okay? You want to make it a little bit harder again, or slowly start to work your way in, bring your knee in closer to the sofa. Once again, stand up nice and tall, tilt the pelvis under, squeezing the bum that side, stand up tall. You should really feel, I'm really feeling a stretch all the way down, front of my legs right there, okay? So, and then if you're feeling it, if you can, get your knee all the way into the sofa, okay? Same again. Focus on tilt the pelvis under. Oh, really feeling that stretch now. Also reaching up, you get that whole stretch down the whole body there, okay? And you just want to hold that for about 30 seconds or so on each side. Okay, that's the first way of stretching. Next, we want to stretch then the outsides of the hips. A couple of different ways of doing this. Easiest probably way is doing these 90-90 switches. So we're just sitting, feet just about shoulder distance apart, dropping the hips down to the side. Try to keep the torso up tall. You should feel a stretch right there on the outside of the hip. Okay, try not to lean back too much. Try to sit up as tall as you can and try to keep the torso pointed straight ahead. Okay, then we keep the feet exactly where they are. We switch to the other side, drop the knees down, try to get both knees down to the ground. Okay, and you want to hold that for 20 to 30 seconds each side as well. And if that starts to get a little bit easier, we can then do a pigeon stretch. Okay, so pigeon stretch, you really feel this on the outsides of the hips here. From the press up position, bring the left foot across the body, like so. Try to get it as close to 90 degrees as possible. Stretch the back leg out as far as you can. Get the laces of the trainers flat on the ground, elbows right down. Deep breaths in the stomach, trying to drop the hips down as much as you can. Really feel that on the outsides of the hips. Okay, good stretch. You want to hold that for about 30 seconds as well. Then you switch to the other side, same again. Hold that for about 30 seconds, alright? That's the outsides of the hips, the front of the hips. Then, for the inside, you want to go for a deep lunge. So same again, press up position. Bring the left foot up to the outside of the left hand, okay? From here, we want a nice vertical shin. Push the knee out away from the body. Get your elbow down as close to the ground as you can. Rotate all the way up. Exhale out on the way down. Sink it down all the way up. Now, I remember when I first started doing this, I was only getting about here. Now, after a long time of doing it, I'm able to get right the way to the floor. So a lot of you might find you're only getting so far, okay, but the more you work on it, the deeper you'll be able to get, stretching the insides then of the hips. So that's the front, outsides, and the insides. Okay, so what else we got? Yeah, stretch, 90-90, deep lunge. Right, after we stretch the hips, we want to then activate and strengthen the glutes. Okay, so one of the ways we can do this, straight after doing your couch stretch, this would be a good one, for example, straight into some hip thrusts, okay, some glute bridges, right up, squeeze them hard at the top, You want to do about 20 to 30 of these as well, really activating and squeezing the glutes. Okay, this is going to help then strengthen the glutes after we've done the stretch of our hip flexors. Okay, other ways then of strengthening the hips then. All right, so we've got stretches of the hips, activating the glutes. Then we want to strengthen the hips. Okay, so one of the ways you can do this is straight leg lift off. So stand up really tall. Okay, legs just outside of shoulder distance. Curl the toe up towards you as much as you can. Push the knee into the ground, locking that leg out. You're going to lift that leg off. Bring it all the way out about a foot distance and back down nice and slow and controlled. We don't bend the knee at all. Okay, keep it really, stay up really tall. Keep it toes curled towards you as hard as you can. Up, all the way across and down. It's good to get yourself maybe a kettlebell or something you can use, okay, to lift over. For example, the kettlebell. Up nice and tall. Up, all the way over, back down. Up, all the way over, back down. Control it nice and slowly. Don't rush it. Don't bend the knee. Okay, so we'll do this from outside. So we start outside of shoulder distance, we lift off and go out about a foot's distance, down, up, over and across. Okay, both sides obviously. And another way then you can strengthen the hips is using a kettlebell, or you can even use a bag or something heavy that you can hook your foot under and just lifting straight up and nice and slow control all the way down. Up, pause, nice and slow and controlled on the way down. Okay. Hopefully this helps anybody with any pain whenever you're squatting or lunging or anything in your hips. Stretching it regularly and strengthening it will help us. All right, hope this helps, guys. Talk to you later.